Hey you guys, Victor here. Today we'll be talking about the FNAF timeline. And I'll just look at my first video on FNAF. If you've never seen my channel FNAF video, let me close this tab. Well, you can't see the tab, but okay. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright. I've seen lots of theories, lots of people that have been, oh, FNAF 2 is the first game. Because it happens at 1907 with the byte of 87. Well, that's actually wrong, because if we can see in FNAF 4, in one of the mini games, we can see in the screen, like a TV that says Freddy Fazbear and Friends 11983. So we know that that's in FNAF 4, the byte is the byte of 83, not the byte of 87. It could have happened 7 years before. Right. So, FNAF 4 is the first restaurant. FNAF 2 is the second restaurant. FNAF 1 is the third restaurant. And FNAF 4 is the last restaurant. So that puts like a theory that FNAF 4 is the last game. Because that's obviously the truth. Because in FNAF 3, we can see that all the animatronics get broken down. Like, all the animatronics get broken down. There might still be hope, because like there's still like the toy animatronics, but those toy animatronics, like it says on the newspaper, they got broken. They got scrapped. Maybe so whatever company can buy them and make a new restaurant. So I really heard like little chihuahuas barking, and like my neighbor's house has some freaking chihuahuas, and we shut the fuck up. Alright, so the toy animatronics may return, might not withered away with new animatronics, and we just know if they make a fifth game. I don't know if the animatronics we see on the first game or in the second game, and even like in the fourth game won't be there. So no more Chica, no more Freddy, no Bonnie, and no Foxy. Maybe Fazbear, cause Fazbear maybe, just maybe. Nightmare will never exist because it's a nightmare. Springtrap doesn't exist. Springtrap won't be able to in FNAF 3. Then broken down, he has a literally decaying human being inside of him. So like a company won't accept that. It's all full of blood. Maybe he'll use the endoskeleton of the Springtrap, and he'll work like if he was Springtrap, but he won't be used. But the suit will be thrown away. I do some really deep cleaning, because if we can see like over here, he has the guts wrapped around it and getting his guts out. It would be completely terrible. It will be left to the police, and they can't have those guts around. So then the puppet does not appear in FNAF 4. Maybe because neither in FNAF 3 he seems burned, because this theory that the phantoms are from the future, and that's why you see them all burned up, like Balloon Boy, Freddy, but we don't see them at the establishment, especially Bonnie. Bonnie was just thrown away, and Springtrap couldn't have been Bonnie. Theories are like, oh, they just painted Bonnie in a yellow stuff. They just painted Bonnie yellow, and he's the Springtrap. But no, we saw in FNAF 4, in FNAF 4 in the minigames, Springtrap is his own animatronic. Alright, so that gets out of the way. The animatronics that we have in FNAF 4 are not too much of the animatronics. They're really little animatronics. There's Chica, Freddy, Nightmares, and this theory that I'm like bringing all theories. I don't know either real or they're false, and I'm not gonna gather the information because I'm too bored. Alright. So just to see that those animatronics aren't actually real, but they don't look like you think they look. Just a kid having the imagination to see. Like he can have some weird stuff on his head, psychological problem. That's why he sees them like that. It could just be a nightmare. I don't know how to explain Fred there. Maybe the kid has some psycho on the head, some psycho problems on the head, and he just sees those animatronics like that. They still move, and they're still trying to get him, but he just sees them in another terrifying way. And you might be asking, but the human being can dream of what he doesn't know. That's why you can never ever dream of you dying. You can never ever dream of you dying because you don't know what death is. So that explains. I mean, like you had never seen the animatronics, you only seen the plushies. Because in the mini games, you see the plushies. Well, you will be seeing those nightmare plushies. You won't be seeing like the actual animatronics. Alright, so FNAF 4, let's just put it like it's a nightmare. In FNAF 2, there might be hopes of being able to reopen with the toy animatronics. With the toy animatronics again. Like in FNAF 1, we don't see none of the toys animatronic. The toy animatronics are not there. That's weird. So, the toy animatronics, no. They won't make another game of the toy animatronics. The toy animatronics are all shut down. And if they would have still been alive. They would have been in the dump. If they would have still been kind of working, and the suits might be not too damaged, we would have seen them on the restaurant. I know that there's that secret room, but in the secret room there's only a spring trap there. So the animatronics were dumped, or they're still in the old restaurant, waiting for somebody to buy them. But for now, FNAF 2 won't have like another game to that series. Chica destroyed. Alright, so those animatronics are dead. Mangle destroyed. The only hope that we have for another FNAF game is FNAF 5. I know it's gonna be FNAF 5, but would the animatronics actually survived? Maybe the endoskeletons are destroyed, but as we can see, when they're destroyed in the minigames, they don't see that damaged. They're damaged, alright, but they don't seem like the skin, like the fur, the ceramic around them. It's damaged. But they can make new endoskeletons and put them on them. But there's a problem, as you can see. Plushtrap is obviously a demonic toy. And like FNAF 4 is the first restaurant. Plushtrap couldn't have the soul of the purple man. So he's being controlled by another demon, or by the same animatronics. Just think about is Nightmare. Nightmare is moving Plushtrap. Obviously because he's a darker color. He'll just close his mouth and you won't see the teeth. Plus, Plushtrap could never even exist. It's a part of your imagination. I mean, like the player's imagination, because I know the guys that are watching it, they're not crazy. Alright, so yeah, that's all the series that I have for today. I know it's kind of short video, but as you can see, FNAF 4 maybe there's a really high possibility that FNAF 4 is going to be the last game of the series. Because in FNAF 3, which is the last game in my timeline, FNAF 3, which is the last game on my timeline, all the animatronics are broken up and destroyed. Which is 30 years ago, they're really destroyed. Because like, and we don't know when the purple man exactly destroyed the animatronics. Maybe he destroyed them as soon as the restaurant closed down. Or like 20 years ago. We don't know that until the DLC comes out.